Welcome to Sis Say That podcast.
The unfiltered guide to growing, glowing, and sometimes just getting by.
I'm Shay.
And I'm Ife.
And this is a space where healing and realness meet.
Because sisterhood deserves to be louder. Hola. Yeah. Are you recording?
Now it's recording. Okay. It's red. We got the numbers going. Was nervous.
Thank God. Me too. Hello, y'all. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. I know
we know it's been a while, but let's say this first. We recorded a whole episode.
We did.
And we were ready to release it.
Done.
And then it was done. It was ready to go. And then when I went to edit, Shay's part wasn't there. So I was having a conversation with myself. It didn't record any of her footage. So
I want to make it clear. I was there. I had a full conversation. It just didn't record.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged. You were there. I was there. We heard it. I heard me. You heard me. It happened.
I know. It did. I'm just playing.
So we're checking now. Make sure things are recording. Right. Everything's proper. The mic is green.
Yes. My mic is green. Yours says recording at the top. Mine says recording at the top. We are recording, indeed.
And let me just say that last episode, guys, it was great. It was such a good one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it was a good one. And we can't recreate it. So it's just left
in the moment. It was a conversation for us.
Yeah. We needed to get it out.
That's fine. That's what we're going to go with. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, it's time to check in on your strong friend. And sis, how are you doing today?
I am doing really good. Like I'm wonderful. And that's all I can say. Like life is good, right? Of course there's things in life that happen. Everything isn't all rainbows and unicorns, but I don't know. I'm doing really good right now. And I wake up every day and I'm just excited about life. And I like being in this place. It's a cool space to be in.
Beautiful. And the hair is popping, the skin is glowing. She got a new hairstyle, y'all. She done switched it up.
Thank you. I gotta keep I know I keep these people at work on their toes because my hair is different every couple weeks.
That's the fun part. They don't know.
I love it. And my hair is long enough now that I can like start doing more with it.
Yeah.
So I'm having fun. I'm just gonna keep having fun with my hair and my clothes and everything because life is about having fun.
Having fun and looking great doing it. Might as well.
Exactly.
You might as well shout your YouTube page so people can see the amazing clothes tutorials that you're doing.
Oh, I ain't posted on there and
never mind.
I don't know how long. I have been off all social media, including YouTube. I get on YouTube to like watch stuff, but I haven't posted on there and
okay, well then never mind.
Yeah, I can't even tell you.
Never mind then, guys. That's just
y'all
for
can
me.
go.
I get to see her fabulous outfits and they are flawless, let me tell you.
I just be sending them to like you and my grandma. Now
I will be a part of that
social media.
That works for me because grandma is amazing. I love your grandma.
Me too. I have the best grandma ever.
Oh my goodness.
How are you? How are you feeling?
Hanging in there. I guess since we didn't really record the month of March, can kind of recap, you know. March was decent because not just because it was my birthday month. But it was a good month. My sissy came out to support me for my birthday, We had our girl time. We went to go see the Miss Cardi B. And she,
Ow.
she, she performed, and I was so happy just to see her live.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
yeah.
Uh,
It was a good time.
yes, still riding the high. But I'm doing good, hanging in there. Work is always worky, but just doing what I can do when I can do it. And yeah, just putting one foot forward at a time.
Okay. One foot in front of the other. Okay. Um So, let's get into relax, relate, and release. Taking a minute to just check in with ourselves before we move forward. So, finding a comfortable way to be in your space that can look however it wants to look for you. Closing your eyes if that feels good, or just looking out in front of you, looking down, whatever feels good for you. And taking a deep breath in through your nose, and letting it out through your nose. And then just taking a moment to pay attention to your natural breath. Breathing in whatever way feels good to you in this moment. Taking a moment to check in with your body, noticing any points of tension or relaxation, any sensations. You're going to repeat the following affirmation out loud or in your mind. I don't have to rush it. Time is on my side. Things are unfolding beautifully and perfectly for me. I don't have to rush it. Time is on my side. Things are unfolding beautifully and perfectly for me. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And when you're ready, coming back into the room in whatever way feels good to you. Taking some final moments to notice how you feel. Ashe.
All right. Thank you, Sissy. As always, I enjoy these little moments of silence and just breathing and figuring out how I'm feeling in the zone.
Exactly. And that affirmation was adapted from one of my favorite people on the internet, Miss Bhakti Bruja. Go to her for all witchy and inspirational things because she's just super dope. But yeah, that affirmation was adapted from her.
It's a good one. And it's totally fitting in with our It's Giving Growth core topics this week. So love it.
Yes, yes.
So getting into that, kind of just wanted to talk about the illusion of a timeline and just feeling behind in life. And just kind of like who told us we're late? Like when did that occur? How did it occur? What was like if you can even pinpoint the exact moment of your life where you're just like, you know what? I'm looking around and I'm not where I need to be. I'm not where I want to be. I'm seeing everybody else like have their glow up, grow ups, starting businesses, families, and just kind of, I just kind of get want to get like your take on those some of those topics and just kind of feeling left behind, um, and just kind of dealing and diving into that. So do you have like do you is there a timeline you can kind of pinpoint for yourself, or if not, you can just kind of talk about how it follows you or has followed you?
Yeah, it's so interesting when, you said that this is, like, what we were gonna talk about this week. It hit me that I don't like, I haven't felt like I'm behind in a really long time, right? In years, like, I haven't had that feeling of, um, everybody else I'm not doing what everybody else is around me, or I'm behind because I'm not married and don't have kids and don't have 10 businesses and I'm not a millionaire and all of these things. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh, like, I actually am really excited about my life and who I get to be and the path I'm going on, and I'm so grateful for the journey that I had and the importance of that journey to lead me to where I am now." Um, and I know that that wasn't always true. So it was like I said, it was just really interesting to sit there and feel like, wow, I actually don't wanna be anybody else. I don't want anybody else's life. I really love my life the way it is, and I'm so excited to just continue to live it and create it in the way that is best for me and that's meant for me. Um, and I think I attribute so much of that to getting off of social media, right? And really I took a lot of breaks, and during those breaks, I really took time to figure out what I want, not what my mom wants, not what society said I should want, not what all my friends are doing, right? Like, just really, Ife, do you want marriage or do you want to be married because that's what everybody says you should do, right? Do you,
Yep.
and if you know me, I'd be telling people I don't even want to live in the same house with my husband, so I don't know what what
Have your
that
own.
means for marriage.
Yep. We're on the same page.
And, like, I do, like, I love and I love being in love, but I really also realize, like, I just value being with myself so much and that independence, right? So I even think if I do end up getting married, it's probably gonna look not very traditional, right? Me and my marriage probably is not gonna be a traditional marriage. Um, but you never know, I don't know. Um, and then with kids, I've always gone back and forth, but I'm also really okay if I have them. That's cool. If I don't, that's okay too. Like, I just don't feel any pressure around where I should be and what I should be doing because I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, right? But I feel like we get so much messaging from everywhere about where we should be, like, there's the 30 under 30, and you should be married by this age, and if you're a woman, you should have a husband and kids and all of these things, and that's great for some people, but I don't I don't know, I'm in a place where it's like, I don't want that, and I don't feel behind. I feel like I've lived life. I've done what I needed to do in my 20s, what I need to do now in my 30s, and I don't know, I know a lot of people, like, hate aging, but I feel like life just keeps getting better for me with age. I feel like I'm like, the best is yet to come, like, my life is just the older I get, the better things get, and that's just really awesome, and I don't feel like I had to do everything by 30, and I just kinda laugh at myself for having those thoughts, and not in, like, a mean way, but it's just like, "Oh, baby, like, you were just so caught up in what everybody else was doing and so just disconnected from your journey and what you were supposed to be doing." Um, and, so, yeah, I don't know, it's not hard because I do remember having those thoughts, but because I'm not in that place anymore, it's just like, yeah, that's silly for me to want anyone else's life but my own, or to compare my life to anyone else's but my own. But I used to do that so much, and I didn't want my life. My mom will tell you the story all the time. At 4 years old, I told her I hated my life and didn't wanna live it, right? And I think a lot of that had to do with my depression and my suicidal ideations and all that. But yeah, I wanted other people's lives, and so to be in a place where I don't want anyone else's life but mine, and it doesn't make sense to do that is it's cool. I don't know, I just feel it feels good. It feels cool to be in that space.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't even know what the question was. I just went on a long tangent.
No, you answered it. Gave your complete and honest thought. Um, I think for me, it's something that I still tend to struggle with. Always feeling like left behind or like I'm not doing as well as I should be, comparing myself to others. Sadly, I do, and I have for the longest time. I've always compared myself to others, even like family, within family, friendships, work ethic, just life in general. And then like you said, society's no help. Like they already told like as of right now, I'm considered geriatric. If I were to be like, yeah, I want a kid, they tell me you're high risk, which technically still am because I have health issues. But that's scary to think at 36, I am geriatric. I'm considered geriatric. And that's wild to me.
Geriatric it is, and I don't know. But again, I feel like that's just our medical
And
system,
it
and
has
they're
to be because I see
outdated.
these 50-year-olds and 55-year-olds still having babies and kids, and they're perfectly healthy and like they live in life.
Mhm.
So it's like, is
Yeah.
that real? But I feel like for me, I've always been like a very hard, like, I don't want kids. No, it's never gonna happen for me. Don't want I'm good because I've always said, like, I'm still very much selfish and I'm still all about me, 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 I. And when you have kids, it's no longer me, it's we, them, you, them, us. But now, like, as I've gotten older, I have gone back and forth, like, if I if I want kids or if I would even be a good parent. Because I'm like, I still feel like I'm a kid myself. I'm like, I don't know how to take care of a kid. I can barely take care of myself. Um, but I've always compared myself. And I think for me it really started, I would say probably like in middle school, high school, because that's the age where you start noticing like, oh, my friends may look different than me. Oh, they're doing better in school than me. Oh, they have a job already. I don't it's just those little comparisons. And then as you get older, then it's like, oh, society, you ain't got no house, you don't have a job, or you do have a job, but it's not a better job, or you ain't got no man, or you have a man, but he's not your husband. Like, it's like, dang, can I just be? Can can we just be happy as a society? Like without all of the pressures and recommendations of what you should be doing, what you're not doing. Um, so yeah, I think for me, I've always had the comparison in my mind. And then because I struggle with like self-esteem issues for so long, like that also didn't help my situation because I'm constantly comparing myself to others. And it's like, well, I'm telling myself on the inside, well, you're not good because you're not doing this. You're not making the A's that they're making. Oh, you had a B plus. Well, they had an A plus. Oh, you got this job at Walmart, but look, your friend's working for a company. Like just all the stupid little things that we tell ourselves. And I've gotten better as an adult because like I've noticed I'm like, hey, that's not real. Like that's their journey and that's okay. You're on your own journey. But there are still times where I'm like, I still have my doubts, I still have my fears. And I'm a person who's very fear driven, unfortunately, which I'm working on breaking. As my sister tells me, try is no longer in my vocabulary. I can't say try, y'all, because she will cut me. So, um, just it's about like changing your frame of thinking and your mind frame and your words, because words are spells, right? Words are powerful, words are magic. So you can, if you can say it, you can exist it, it can happen. Um, so just really been working on that part. And I feel for me, I've been working on that really my entire life. And it's still something that I'm working on to this day because I'm still not even secure myself. Um, and that's just that's my honesty, truly. It's just still something I work on. And even just kind of like grieving the life you thought you would have, right? Like I thought I saw myself like, "Oh, I'm gonna have, like, the relationship." I never thought about marriage because I don't know about that, but I was like, "I'm gonna be in a healthy relationship. If I want kids, it could happen." But I've never wanted kids in my entire life until, like, maybe, like, a year ago, I started, like, debating the topic with myself, like, having these internal conversations. But it's like, "Well, dang, do I really want kids, though?" Because 'Cause I've always been a hard no, so it's like you go back and forth. Just thought I'd have a better job, did not think I'd be in Colorado for 10 years. Um, Grieving the life like I thought my mom would still be here. Didn't see that coming. So, just kinda grieving what you thought was gonna be your life, but also understanding and realizing that it's okay to start a new life and move forward and keep going and for things not to pan out how you originally seen them. So, I think it's just it can be considered like redirections, not failure, you know. Um, Redirection can be like it can be a gift. Like right, like you didn't see yourself like being back in Albuquerque. And here you are now, like just so blissfully happy and like you deserve that. Like you deserve this peace that you now have and this beautifulness of life that you're loving. And like that's amazing. Like that's what you need, that's what you deserve, and that is now a part of your new life that you're building and creating. Is it what you've seen for yourself? Absolutely not, because if we would have talked to you a couple of years ago, you were going where? To China, Japan? Like you were you had all these different goals, but now you're in a space where you're happy, and that's amazing. So I think it's a
Yeah.
lot. This is a big topic to cover, but it was something I was thinking about and just kind of wanted to get your intake. And I know we're not the only ones that think like this. I know people feel like they're behind in life because also, like you
Mhm.
said, social media tells us we're behind in life. Oh, you don't have a skincare? What? Oh, you don't do your makeup? What? You don't take care of your hair? You don't like to dress up? How dare you? Like it's the outside noise that gets to us too. So
Yeah, and I feel like when you quiet the noise and stop giving a fuck, like, shit changes, and not to say that you never will care, and I still have days where, I think about things, and I think about relationships, and I think about things I wanted to do that I didn't do, but it's also like you said, that stuff is okay, 'cause I also really trust God, and I trust my ancestors, and I trust that they can see things that I can't, right? And so I had this vision for what I wanted to do, and they were like, "No, we have something better." And in my brain, I'm like, "How could this be better than this this thing that I want?"
yeah.
But it's like, "No, we have something for you that actually is going to be much better for you and what you need and who you are, not who you're trying to be." And so that's hard too, to just have that trust in something outside of yourself. But for me, when I have and when I have trusted my people, it's like that's when things have actually worked out for me instead of me trying to force and and do all of these other things. But no, it's not easy, and I don't know. My advice to everybody is to get off social media for like 6 months and see what your brain does, right? See how it feels to actually do things because you want to do them, not because you're on in like this constant like I don't even know what to call it,
State
like
of
this
mind.
constant voice of what you should be doing and what's popular and ooh, everybody look at this and everyone show like social media is a highlight reel, right? And so we see all these things that have people have gotten, but we don't know that person who seemingly like just blew up. They've been working on this shit for 10, 20 years and finally it just hit, right? But because we're only seeing that snippet, it creates like this idea in our brain that like, oh, like they just blew up overnight. So what's wrong with me? Why can't I just blow up overnight? And it's like, cause that's not your journey, boo. That's not who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be you.
And we also don't know what
And
they're
that's
dealing with.
beautiful.
They could be on the inside feeling like death.
Yeah,
You just never know.
exactly. And I know I'm not religious, but I also like um I think a lot about my when I used to hate on like my skin and my body and my features and I'm like that's disrespectful because I was created perfectly, right? I was created in the image of my mother, my father, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother. I am my ancestors, right? And so it's so disrespectful for me to sit here and be like, "Ooh, I hate my skin. Ooh, I hate my nose. Ooh, I hate my this and my that." And I'm like, "How could I hate this when I was created so beautifully?" And I did it because of noise, because of other things, shit that didn't have anything to do with me, right? Because if I wasn't being exposed to that stuff, I would have loved myself. And now that I've been able to really understand that that shit is bullshit, right? I I can like look at myself in the mirror every day and be like, "Damn, you're beautiful, you're fine. Like look at your nose is perfect, your skin is perfect. Like you were created perfectly in the image of all your ancestors." And that's just like amazing. It's so amazing. Yeah, so
It was like
I
even
don't
like
know.
we had
I
like you don't even know this, but like we had a moment like at the concert and like because like we were waiting, like obviously like they're playing music and we're just vibing out and everything. We're talking. And like we just had a moment like I turned to you and I was talking. You were like, "You're so beautiful." I was like, "Oh my God. My sister thinks I'm beautiful." And like just came out like we're just talking. And so it was just like a
Yeah,
little moment. Because you just never know, like,
it
how people are
was.
feeling in that moment. Because for me, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm beautiful unless I have a filter. Like, I need a filter on my face. Like, I can't take regular pictures anymore. It's not even a slight problem, it's a big problem at this point. Um, so, like, because I have to reprogram my brain, right? To tell myself, "No, you do look decent without a filter." Like, it's okay to take pictures without filters, but I have to train my brain to do that. And I'm still in the space of I'm like, I still need a filter because I need my face to be smooth. I need my face to not have my bags under my eyes. I need those wrinkles to be gone. I need the gray hairs to be gone. But that's fake. That's not reality, right? That's just a template of what I think I should be and how I should look. So it was just, yeah. It was a nice moment because in that moment, I ain't got no filter on when we're talking face to face. You're literally looking right at me. So I just wanted to also say thank you for that because you didn't even know. You didn't even know what you did.
Of course, but I like real people. Like I think that's the other problem with social media is like we've forgotten what real people look like. I love to see people with different kind of teeth and like texture in their skin and just different body types and different hair types and just all of like I love to see how people actually look and I feel like we because of all the filters and plastic surgery and all of the things like we've forgotten what real people look like and it's beautiful to just see people in all of their what we call imperfections, but I don't think they're imperfections, right? They're the things that make you uniquely you that nobody else has, right? Like, I don't know, I have these I don't know, beauty marks all over my skin, right? And I have these little dents in my face from chicken pox and just like the things that make you uniquely you and just starting to love on those things because I think we forget about it in the world of filters and smoothing and all of the things and I catch myself doing that sometimes even because especially with the skin stuff it's like oh you're supposed to have like this smooth
Flawless.
like
No bumps.
glass flawless skin, and it's like, "No," like, I like my little textured skin because 'cause I've probably been in the sun too long without,
Sunblocks.
sunscreen. I wear sun I wear sunscreen now. I used to be one of those people that was like, "Girl, I'm black and I'm dark skinned. I don't need no sunscreen. What's
You
that?"
still do. Yes.
And I'm like, "Nope, nope, you still do. You do." But yeah, I like seeing how people actually look, and I feel like that's so beautiful to me. I hate like the over filtering and all of that. Like it just it's yeah, because it doesn't look real to me, right? It doesn't look how
Yeah.
you really are. It looks like AI.
Yeah. Because we're literally
um,
tricking our
but I get
brains.
it too. Yeah, but I get it, right? Because if you're online every day and you're only seeing yourself in this way and, like, I I think I told you this, like, I the first time I got off social media for an extended period of time was when I realized that I wasn't taking pictures without filters, and I didn't like the way I looked without filters, and I said, we don't have time for this, like, get off of this place."
Yeah.
You need to start looking at yourself in the mirror and fall in love with how you actually look because this is not
It's not real.
this ain't it. Yeah, it's not, and I feel bad for kids nowadays, like, it was hard for us growing up, I can only imagine how hard it is to grow up now with, like, these standards of beauty that are impossible because people wanna look like the people on Instagram, but the people on Instagram don't even look like the people on Instagram, so, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Ugh, it's just sad. I just want people to love themselves, but I know it's hard.
It is. But I think
And I and I realized that
good.
as a and I know, like, I feel I feel weird saying it sometimes because 'cause I'm like, I know there was so much of my life where I didn't feel this way, but then I also know, like because sometimes you feel like you're doing a lot of work and you don't see the results immediately, right? But I realized too that I've been slowly, like, infusing myself over the years and being intentional so that I could get to this point that I'm in now, and of course, there's more growth to happen, but I'm like, "Wow, I really" it's weird to be in this space where you actually feel this, and it's not coming from this place of trying to pretend like this is how I actually feel, and remembering a time when I felt completely different, but it feels like that feels like a whole different person. And that was and even just from a couple months ago, it feels like a different person, and I don't know, it's just I was like, "Am I being hypocritical?" Because I don't feel doom and gloom and sad and bad about myself, like, I really just love myself now.
Well,
But I wasn't like that before. And I know it's not hypocritical, I know it's called growth,
yes,
but it's
growth.
just like it's weird, right?
Yeah.
It's weird not to be that person anymore and, like, genuinely love like, I can say that with my whole chest that I really love Ife and I don't wanna be anyone else, right? And that's so cool to me because the little kid in me struggled with that so much, so I'm like, "Girl, we made it," like
It's also very inspiring. Like, I've seen your growth. I know where you've been. To see you get to the other side. Like I said, you deserve this. Like this was such a
Mhm.
needed change for you because like you said, you've never had this before. So it's
Mhm.
inspiring and it's beautiful, and I love it for you because, like, when I text you and I'm like, "How you doing?" You're like, "I'm great. I'm wonderful." And I know that it's coming from, like, a deep, real place. Like, it's not you faking, it's not you trying to cover or mask yourself. Like, you're in a better space and you feel this way. And that makes me happy for you because I'm like, I know there's a time when you were like, you didn't know what happiness felt like. You didn't know that space for you. So, like, whenever your
Yeah, I didn't
answer,
even want to be alive.
yeah. So when to hear your answers and to see your growth and to see you in such a better space, it's inspiring, it's beautiful, and it's needed because this world needs a dose of Ife.
Who knew Albuquerque would
Would be the
would
place.
bless me?
But I don't also just Albuquerque, it's you. You put in the work, you put in the time, and you took the time to find yourself and realize that you were not okay. And even like you've known this your entire life and you struggle with it, but you finally put those steps in place to take the moment to be like, okay, I need help. And that's strong,
Yeah,
that's
and
inspiring, and it's beautiful. And it's
yeah,
courageous.
and it yeah, and I feel like it doesn't feel like, I feel like the only thing that changed was I started taking medication, right? Because I changed my diet like 8 years ago. I did the yoga. I started going to therapy a long time ago. I was journaling, I was meditating,
Doing all
I
the things.
did all of the self-care things, right? And I was establishing that foundation, and I think what the medication did was just kind of it took the edge off so that all of those things that I had been already doing just finally cemented, and that I feel like was really cool because I was like, I've been going to therapy. I've been changing my diet. I go outside. I journal all the time. Like I literally do all the things that people say are going to make you feel happy and I still was feeling miserable. And so then I feel like the medication just it didn't it wasn't like a cure-all pill, but I feel like it lifted the cloud to allow me to see that the things I was already doing are really helpful, right? And I had already created those habits and all of that, and it was yeah,
It's
I don't
alive.
know, it's interesting because I yeah, it's interesting because I was like, that's not the thing I expected, right? I started going to therapy when I was 15. So I was like, I don't I don't know what else what else I could possibly be doing, right, to feel better. Like I changed my diet because there's the brain gut connection and everybody talks about how what you eat, if your stomach is your second brain, and it all influences that. And I did yoga, and I danced, and I went on silent retreats, and I journaled, and I spent time in nature, and I cut toxicity out of my life. And like I was doing all of the things, and I was still miserable. So I was just like, I don't know. It's weird that seemingly one thing shifted everything, but um I don't think it was just, like, the medication, I think the medication allowed for everything to, like, cement and for me to see things clearly without the
Cloud.
cloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, which I tell you all the time. And yeah, I mean, I think just kind of what ending on the core topic is for anybody out there, if you need help, like, don't be afraid to ask for it. Don't be afraid to reach for it. Like, don't, and take your time in your own life and your journey. Like, your journey is curated for you and you only, nobody else. You can't follow anybody else's footsteps. You can't follow anybody else's path. You have to follow your journey and your time and know that's all going to work out in your favor because it's your life. You can't live it for anybody else. You have to live it for yourself. Do you like to say anything on that piece, Sissy?
True. I think that and things take time, right? I know that we hate that, but I feel like the intentional action, right, of every day, um, doing the things that you know help fortify you will lead to the results you're seeking, right? Or even greater than you expected, right? I'm not gonna eat healthy one time and then all of a sudden be better, right? I'm not gonna journal one time and all of a sudden feel better, or go to therapy one time or 2 times or 3 times or 4 times and all of a sudden feel better, right? It's this consistency of doing things every single day. Um, and I think even in this world that we're living right now, in this world we've been living in, I think we have to change our perspective around what it even means to live life and be happy, because there's that American dream, that bubble burst a long time ago, or it never really existed to be honest. So I think
At
it's
least not for
important too
us.
to really, for anyone. It's like, uh 'cause even the people who feel like they are living, it's an illusion. But, what was I gonna say? Mm, I don't know, I lost it.
Sorry. That was me throwing my 2 cents in.
It's okay.
Well, we can always circle
Yeah,
back if needed.
um, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Well, for that piece, guys, just live your life, live your journey, live your truth, and can't live for anybody else. So you just got to do you. And now going
Mhm.
into a little bit more fun times. So we're going back to the sister member when portion. And for today's memory, I just want to get your take. What is something from the 90s era that kids today would never understand? Whereas, like, if it's beepers, for example, like having a beeper or AOL, dial up. These kids don't know nothing about no dial up.
That's true.
Or how we used to have layaway. Now we have afterpay, but back in our day, it was layaway.
Anyway, yeah. You know, the first thing that popped into my head was a graphing calculator.
Oh my God. And those things were like $100. And that was a lot
Those were so expensive. I was like, I feel like they will never know the struggle
at all.
of having to buy a graphing calculator and then figure out how to use that
Oh my
shit.
God.
And now you just do it all,
On
your
your
phone
phone.
will do everything. So I don't even know if they use graphing calculators anymore.
I mean, I'm sure they probably
That came into
do.
my mind.
It's crazy though.
I don't know. And a fax machine. I feel like that's the other thing.
Yeah. These kids know nothing about fact.
I had to send a fax the other day. Yeah, I had to send a fax the other day and I was like,
But
"Wait."
you lost. They have to come back to you.
I was like, "Girl, I ain't done this since, like, middle school. I don't know how to do this."
Oh, oh my gosh. Or
Yeah.
even just like playing outside until like the street lights came on. Like these kids don't do that. They don't know nothing about that. Like you didn't have no check-ins with your parents. You didn't have no because we didn't have phones. So it was like the neighborhood, like the adults, they watched after you. And if they seen you doing something you're supposed to do, they contacted your parents. But we didn't have no way until we rode our bikes back to the house when that street light came on. Because if you were not on your porch by the time that street light was on, it was that ass. At least for me.
It was be home. I feel like sometimes it was like I didn't always have to be in my house, but I had to be,
In
like,
the
in
house.
somebody's house by
In
the time the street
somebody's
light
house.
like, in the
Yeah,
house.
that makes sense.
Like, if I was outside with a group of friends and, like, I was there, I needed to be in their house by the time the streetlights came
Yep.
on.
Yep. Yep. Or did you ever
Yeah.
so I thought it was funny. So I remember when I learned how to ride a bike, and you know how, like, kids start doing, like, the fancy tricks on bikes and everything? My favorite thing to do on the bike, like, once
Mhm.
I learned how to balance and still ride, I used to like to throw my leg over to one side, and while the bike was still moving and going, like, so I was sitting on one side of the bike versus, like, having my legs on the other side. I thought it was so cool. I
Mhm.
just thought I was a diva, couldn't tell me nothing because I was riding on one side of the bike. That was my thing. And now kids don't
That's
ride
so
bikes
good.
anymore. Barely.
I
Barely.
know. Mine was no hands. I liked learning how to ride with no hands.
I could see you being into that. That makes sense for you.
Oh, yeah. The first time I rode a bike, I crashed into a fence and a tree, though.
Listen,
It was like
let me tell you something. Me learning how to ride a bike, I flipped over my bike after hitting the cement. Flipped over the bike and the bike fell on top
Mm-mm,
of me. You know how long it took me before I got back
mm-mm.
to a bike? I was like 5 at that time. So, I didn't learn how to ride a bike
Yeah.
until I was 15 because I didn't care to ride a bike. I was good,
Yeah.
but then I was forced. So, it worked out.
No, no, thank you.
Oh my gosh. That's a good one though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that was a little fun memory lane trip because these kids, they don't be knowing things no more. And like their throwbacks now, when I think about it, the kids today, like their throwbacks are going to be like Facebook and Instagram, like the social media part. That's going to be their throwbacks. You know it is the TikToks.
It's like it's like life before TikTok
Yeah.
and life after TikTok.
Or like even just having a radio because all these kids know is Bluetooth. Just hook it up to your Bluetooth. Have you tried the radio though? No. So it's crazy. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, do you have
Right.
a glow tip of the week, sissy?
What'd I say? Sleep, sleep, get 8 hours of sleep. Um, Try and get 8 hours of sleep every day this coming week. That's what I'm trying to do. I've been listening to, yoga nidra, like these little yoga nidra meditations, and they've actually been helping put me to sleep.
Oh, that's good.
So Imma continue, but I don't know. Yeah, get 8 hours of sleep. I say that for y'all, I say that for me. I Sometimes I sleep really well, and other times my brain is like, "Hmm, let's plan a whole curriculum at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that'll be fun."
Like, I have to wake
I'm like,
up,
"No,
right?
it's not fun. We need to be asleep, I have to be up at 5:30." So, you know,
All right, y'all. You heard. Get that sleep.
we don't have to do this. There there's the waking hours when we can do this.
There's waking
Um,
hours. Oh my
there are.
goodness.
I hate it though, because it's like once my brain gets like a thought and an idea,
You run with
it don't matter what time, like I have to act on it or start it. And I'm like, we really can do this tomorrow, Ife. And my brain's like, no, 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 we gotta get it out now. Cause if we don't get it out now, we're gonna forget.
yeah.
We're not, but okay.
I used to be like that. Like I would wake up and journal. Like if I like had a dream or something, like I would wake up and like journal my thoughts immediately. So like I'm not gonna remember in the morning, which is for me is true. I don't remember most things. But um I totally get that aspect. I do.
It's it's mad it's maddening. I mean, I've come up with some really cool stuff, but it's just like,
Or like even
it's 3 in the morning.
us having conversations at like midnight. Like you would just send me a text message with like this deep ass question, and I just happen to be awake, and I'm like, you know what? I could dive into this topic? Yes, let's do this.
It's like, no, go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, we are.
What are you doing? Wow.
Oh my gosh,
Like, I love my brain though.
I love your
Really
brain too.
cool.
Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Well, it's that time where we do our little church announcement. And as you guys know, we still have our Patreon that we are working on getting up and moving. We would like you guys to join us on that site and that side so we can have some deeper conversations one on one and just, get stuff moving and grooving. There's 3 different tiers, 3 different levels you can join. They're all affordable. So check us out on Patreon. Do you have any announcements, Sissy?
Yeah. This video will be up on the YouTube, so show us some love over on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Ain't that what the girlies be saying?
Yes. Do all the things, guys, all the
Yeah.
things.
Do all the things, all the things. We wanna keep making, we wanna keep recording shows. We wanna keep doing all of these things. We want to get better equipment,
Yes. So I don't
but that
freeze and
requires dinero.
so I don't freeze and not record and have my sister looking like she's having a whole conversation by herself. Yeah.
I looked like I'm not gonna use this word because 'cause I'm a psychotherapist and it's not appropriate to use that word, but I looked like I just yeah, y'all know. It just
You just look like you were in the zone. You were in the zone of
Yeah, I would be like I would talk and then it'd be silent and then I would start talking or I just start cracking up randomly. It looks so funny.
well, there's coming up. Things happen.
Lordy. Yeah.
Oh my
Well, I'm glad this one is recording, it looks like.
look. It's got the numbers on my side. It's showing me it's going. So we're gonna say a prayer. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Well, I don't got anything else. You got anything else?
That was it. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Sis Say That. We missed you guys, and we'll be back.
We will. Adios.
Bye.
And that's our show for today. Please rate and review our podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Until next time, keep healing,
Keep growing
keep glowing.
and loving yourself out loud.